Genesis, the first meal. Provisions, figs and bread. That's wild. My name is John Gray, and I'm third generation born in the Bronx, and I've lived in between the South Bronx and North Bronx for most of my life. Often, like, these buildings didn't feel like they were for kids from my community, but the Met is somewhere that my mother used to bring me to. I remember having those pins, a bunch of the pins like stacked up on my dresser from the Met. You know, a lot of people don't know the loopholes. You don't have to spend $1 to come to the Met. You know, it's a suggested donation. Just pull up, you know, and pay what you can. Let's open these doors to you and provide that window of access where people feel welcome and feel like this is for them. To me, it's just crazy, like what was going down hundreds of years ago. Like, got the baguettes, got the birds. They about to throw them birdies in the oil. Egyptian fried chicken. I look at myself as an entrepreneur. Like, I feel like Black and brown people, we don't have the privilege of not thinking like that. We can't just enjoy the trappings of material success. I still have family members living below the poverty line. I'm the co-founder of Ghetto Gastro, a culinary collective. At Ghetto Gastro, we use food as a medium. So take cuisine, like from the African diaspora, but putting a new spin on them. I think when you honor your food histories, you honor the ancestral histories of just humankind. I look at food as a portal, right? It's a portal in the culture. It's a way to connect with people that you might not connect with. People are gonna come from all walks to have a good plate, try something new. As part of our Black Power mission, we created a cookbook / manifesto that connect to the narratives of rebellion, nourishment, the Bronx. This residency is about really creating tentacles that connect the Bronx to the Met and like really connecting the Met and bringing Met resources to the Bronx. The Bronx is such a diverse area, you know, diverse culturally. You know, certain voices, certain dialects, like that's what New York City is. It's not just Manhattan. I chose to have my activation in the Bruckner Mott Haven Garden because this is New York.
Well, right now we got some peppers. And here I've got tomatoes. I got big tomatoes. I got the cherry tomatoes. Okay, so this is a Haitian mango tree. My wife took the pit, put it in soil, and this is what we got at so far. Everybody's like, oh, it's not gonna grow. And that's a mango tree. A Haitian mango tree growing up in the South Bronx.
My name is Carolina Saavedra. I am the garden store and garden president over at Bruckner Mott Haven Community Garden. John and part of the Ghetto Gastro team actually have one of the beds here. It's the one that says Bronx on it. At least 50% of whatever's growing here is given back to the community free of cost whatsoever. My parents are the owner of La Morada restaurant. It was founded in 2009 as a restaurant. In 2019, we changed from restaurant into a 100% mutual aid soup kitchen.
Carolina Saavedra, her and her family are so important to the work we do, right? Because the pandemic hit at the onset of this residency. So Ghetto Gastro and La Mirada, we collaborated to get meals out in the Bronx. Like, we wanted to make sure we were able to get meals to elders, to the youth, so people could be fed and nourished during that time. At Ghetto Gastro, we do a lot of community work because it's just a way of doing business. Because it's one thing over time that hasn't changed. Everybody gotta eat. Right now, we're celebrating the culmination of my 2-year residency at the Met, the Civic Practice Partnership. We have clay making, we have the Ghetto Gastro wavy waffles and the Sovereign Syrup Station. We have a paint session, so just vibes in the community.
All right, I'm gonna like freestyle. Yeah, I mean like art.
When people ask me what I do, often I say I'm a dishwasher. The other title I give is a social sculptor. So wherever we are, we're all social sculptures. Where we activate with family, community, loved ones, mutual aid work, that's all social sculpture. Because you're shaping the world around you. Prior to this residency, I would have never thought of myself as an artist. But I was wondering, why do I care about visual arts and these type of things and space making and intervention as part of my practice? And I had to go back to the beginning and recollect those times coming to the Met. We have a monumental poetry pot, courtesy of David Drake from Edgefield, South Carolina. When you fill this pot with pork or beef, Scott will be there to get a piece. The fact that as an enslaved African man in South Carolina was writing and inscribing on his pots when it was illegal for Black people to be able to read and write is powerful. And then it's also just beautiful. I think being Black or brown in America and just surviving and thriving is an art form in itself. I could imagine someone like David Drake with someone like me. He probably didn't think that what he was doing was art. He had things he wanted to express, so he expressed them on these objects, not for art's sake. It's like a useful object. So I think being able to create and see the art in everyday life, I think that's where the magic is.